Good morning. This is your wake up call.
It's time to wake up, Wisconsin.
Wake me up!
All right, rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty. Come on, hop, hop, hop.
This is the Wisconsin Sports Wake Up Call on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
Wake up, Daddy's home.
Here's your host, Josh Albrecht.
Field base hit. It comes through for Milwaukee. RBI double Christian Yelich. And the Brewers strike first. Broken bat roller, but it's in the right field. Base hit, Andrew Vaughn. Contreras scores. Yelich right behind him. The throw's not in time. 3-0 Brewers.
Sweet. Uh-oh.
William Contreras launches. Left fields. Got it! 4-0 Brewers. Trevor McGill's 3-2. Got him! With 100 to win it. McGill gets his strikeout in the end, and the Brewers win again. The best record in baseball is now 71-43 here in Milwaukee.
Oh, yes. Yes. That's what we needed. That's what we needed right there. Good morning, Wisconsin. This is the Wisconsin Sports Wake-Up Call. Josh Albrecht, Aaron Morse alongside. We're glad to have you with us as well on a Be Better Thursday. Plenty of things to get to today on the show. Plenty of things to recap, highlight. A lot of good things happened yesterday, though. It wasn't perfect, but it was pretty darn close to a perfect day out there. Hope that you all had a fantastic day and are ready for State Fair Day. The Wisconsin State Fair is here, and that's a reason to celebrate in its own right. All right, let's just get into it. It's time to answer the question of what happened yesterday.
Hey, what happened?
Yeah, well, what happened, first and foremost, was that the Brewers won. They won 4-2 over the Pirates. Aaron, I want to know, at this point, are you feeling that pesky Pirate vibe that we had? Is that gone? Is that still there?
No, it's still there.
If they win today, then can we look at it like it was just a mostly pre-All-Star break curse, not a full Pirate curse?
Maybe. I mean, they won 6 out of the first 7 games of the season. That's
right.
That's pretty pesky. I would say that's more than pesky. I would also say that they're still going to win the season series unless they sweep the rest of the way. So that would be pesky, considering that the Pirates aren't nearly as good as the Brewers.
It's true. However, I feel like at least the last couple games, the Brewers have had good games. They've had good Brewer-like wins against the Pirates. It hasn't been like everything's falling apart. Of course it is, because it's against the Pirates. That's what happened yesterday. Kyle Harrison took the mound against Paul Skeens, and this was Harrison's first start back since his little rehab stint there, and boy, was he dealing. I mean, he goes 5 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, only gave up 1 walk. He had 10 Ks, 8
straight
in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, who was out there, Miz or Harrison, last night, right? I mean, they did it in different ways. Harrison's not throwing 104, but boy, did he have them looking goofy at the plate last night. Awesome to see that from Harrison. And then,
Hey, what happened?
all of a sudden, he comes out to start the 6th, and nope. Everyone comes to the mound as he's warming up, and we're going, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. And then he exits with a trainer. And we're all freaking out, right? We're all freaking out. I was at the game last night. I should have said that with Zabe and a couple of our buddies there. And we immediately went to our phones. Like, everyone is just refreshing Twitter. Just refresh. Oh, my God. Can someone tell us what is happening? I mean, I don't think it was unrealistic to think that it was something happened. They brought him back too early.
You didn't have the benefit of watching on TV though.
No.
And there's more there was the visibility of him grimacing a little bit coming off the mound, ending the 5th inning. And they didn't look concerned in the dugout. Like Kyle Harrison prompted them to come out to the mound. It wasn't them noticing something. So based on what you could see on TV, it was like, okay, they had this conversation of, yeah, you can go back out, see how it feels. And if you don't feel like you are 100%, just tell us to come on out. We'll come get you.
So, right, and I saw all that after the fact.
Yeah,
right after the fact.
But in the game,
moment,
you have no idea because you can't see the intricate details.
No idea.
Right.
No idea. And then who comes in for Harrison? Chad Patrick. Every game I've been to up until yesterday, Chad Patrick has blown when he takes him out.
You just needed Zabe there to counteract the
I'm freaking out.
The curse.
I got to say, too, if you go in the way back machine, so when we used to go to games as a family and my mom would come with, my mom was one of those people who would bring a headset and a radio to listen to Uke call the games as they were happening, right?
She was Steve Bartman.
And essentially, but not even close, worst comparison ever. And the thing is like if there was a bang play at first, or if someone got injured, we would all turn to her. And she would put a finger up like, wait.
Yeah.
Wait. No, he was out. And we go, oh, okay. Because when you're there, you couldn't go to Twitter
right.
to quickly get the news. So if someone came out injured, you'd wait. Nope, it was just a cramp. Whoo, okay. All right, we're okay.
Double cramp.
Yeah. So that luckily, if Mom would have been there last night, that's the news that we would have gotten. In 2026, we go to Twitter. Twitter with the reporting. Double cramping is what took place with him. He was asked about it after the game and commented on the cramping that he felt in both legs.
There was a shot on TV of you going up the tunnel. Looked pretty frustrated about not being able to continue there. What's going through your mind as you're trying to get ready for the 6th?
Yeah, just down in a pickle shot and down in a whatever hot cinnamon thing. So just trying to get the cramps out. Those last 2 hitters in the 5th inning just kind of locking up on me. Had the groin locking up. The calves were just cramping. So first time I really experienced like a full body cramp out there. So it was just like, hey, I got to at least get through this 5th, and powered through that, and then thought I could manage to go out for the 6th, but through those warm-up pitches and just body was telling me, it's locking up.
I mean, a few things here, right? First, a pickle juice and a cinnamon thing? Man, I thought we were watching Major League. Like, bring out a whole fried chicken and we're getting into whatever we could possibly do.
Well, they were talking on the ESPN broadcast. Adam Ottavino was one of the color commentary guys, and he was like, yeah, just get a whole bushel banana, sit it down next to him, have him eat it. And then David Ross, who was the other color commentator, was like, yeah, I was more of a pickle juice guy.
So it's a known thing.
And Ross said that Eric Chavez, who is a former third baseman in the league, used to say mustard packets.
Interesting.
Just have mustard packets. Yeah.
Interesting. They just throw anything out there. What happened? I thought it was just like he's chugged water.
Well, yeah, but bananas are known to stop cramps.
Yeah, that's true. Right? A little potassium.
Yeah. I didn't know pickles necessarily. Pickle
juice. No
juice
idea.
Was, yeah.
Either way, it didn't work.
Last night.
Didn't work. None of it worked. There was no remedy for Kyle Harrison. It's crazy to think, too, that he was feeling that fatigue in the 5th, still struck out 2 more guys to get 8 strikeouts in a row, still had a super good inning, a super good outing, I should say, and was just an absolute stud. Hopefully the cramping goes away, and more importantly, no big injuries. We keep him locked in just like he was. There were other things besides just pitching that happened, though.
Hey, what happened?
Yelly was clutch. So we talked about it yesterday on the show. The booing, the not booing. We played Murph saying he heard the boos. He wants people to be supportive of Yelich. Show him some love out there. They did. Before he hit, there were a lot of cheers for Yelich as he came to the plate, and we were like, okay. And this was on his first AB.
Did
right
Zabe,
away.
Did Zabe cheer? Clap?
No, he didn't.
Yesterday he was. I was a little surprised at the route he took on Yelich and the sympathy card and.
Yeah, I don't know that he clapped immediately. He might have been looking at his phone, I think. but I mean, for the most part, though, everyone in the building was there being supportive. Obviously, that first at bat for him, he gets called out for the check swing, and you're like, all right. And then the second time up, though, when he has that clutch double, which you will hear just tease be damned in the most electrifying sound of the day.
It's not going to be electric anymore.
Everyone
knows.
It will. It was absolutely outstanding. I literally was talking to the guys we were with. I said, that might be the loudest regular season pop for a double I can remember being there in person for. I mean, people erupted for that. It was the same thing as our excitement for Joe-Yo, right? When Joe-Yo had that turnaround game and everyone was losing their mind, like that was the proof that the frustration wasn't because we're mad at the player. We're frustrated with the player. And so we want to see them get out of the slump just as bad as the player wants to get out of the slump themselves. Yelich was asked about the cheering after the game.
Christian, do you hear as you're coming to the plate tonight that it was a little louder?
Yeah, no, it was cool to, receive the support from the fans tonight, and obviously it hasn't been the greatest last couple months for me, but definitely appreciate that tonight.
Yeah, so I mean, a very Christian Yelich-like answer, saying that like he knows, he's aware of everything and how his play has been, but ends up still being appreciative from the fans. Vaughn also had a huge clutch 2 RBI single. He had runners on second and third, and he comes in clutch with that. He also was asked about Yelich, or talked about Yelich and what Yelich means to this team.
Did you hear the crowd stir when Yelich came up a couple times tonight?
I did. Yeah. They were in it. That was pretty cool.
How do you think he's, from your view, just as a teammate, and probably haven't gone through stretches where you're not doing what you want? How do you think he's handled it?
Yeah, I mean, he's putting his head down and working. He's not having the success that, MVP Christian Yelich. This game's really hard. We all go through it, and, I think he's been great about it. He's our guy. He's the leader in this clubhouse, and we all look up to him.
So it was great to hear that from Vaughn, because, like, we've all said that. But there you go. You have a guy who just straight up says, like, yeah, everything that Murph says is true. Like,
he's our guy.
He's our guy. Mm-hmm. He is the leader of the clubhouse, which is exactly why when Zabe was saying yesterday, I'm Steve Zabe and Show Josh Albrecht, that you can't bench him. Like, what's the next move? That's why. You can't have your leader benched. It just sends all sorts of messages. So as unfortunate as it is, you need to just keep putting him out there and hoping and praying he figures it out. And he did. He had 2 clutch hits last night, and people were so excited for both. DL Hall came in. DL Hall was the one kind of sore spot. I was like, all right, DL Hall back on the mound. Ugly inning for him. He gets pulled by Murph. I was happy that Murph didn't leave him out there. He said, nope, he didn't have it tonight, and then and got him out of there. Contreras did have a bomb as well, which was awesome.
Could you guys tell off the bat, like, instantly?
That one was?
Yeah.
Yeah. There were a few that sounded like it, too. Like, Churio had a few hits that we, like, off the bat, we went, oh, that's gone. And then it felt like it just died.
because
before the wall.
On TV, I felt like it was before Contreras even made contact with the ball. You could just tell it was gone. Just
Yeah.
the swing, the sound, like instantly, it was like, oh yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, we all immediately off the bat stood up and went, "Oh, daddy!" And
Just curious how it looked in stadium versus TV.
yeah, and we were essentially almost behind home plate.
I was gonna say, were you guys were right of home plate, right?
Just
Okay.
barely.
I was trying to figure out based on the picture, and
looking at that home run though, like we couldn't see from a side angle that it was for sure going.
Yeah.
But just we were like, that's gotta go. There's no way, based on the sound alone. The one of the negatives of yesterday.
Hey, what happened?
And people will debate if this was actually a negative. To me, it is. The Cubs beat the Dodgers. I, at this point, would much rather have the lead in the Central be bigger than the lead for first place.
Well, you know why?
In the league? Why?
Because who cares about the Dodgers anymore? They're in third place in the National League. The Braves have switched spots. The Braves now have the 2 seed.
All right.
By a half game.
Yep.
Dodgers have lost 6 in a row. Braves have won 7 in a row.
And where were they last year? Where were the Dodgers?
In the 3.
They
I'm
were
just saying.
in the 3. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. The Cubs beat the Dodgers. Their 6th straight loss for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Unfortunately, I love that the Dodgers lost. I don't like that they lost because then the Cubs won. What do I always say? A day where the Brewers win, the Cubs lose, and it doesn't rain is a damn good day. Well, 2 of the 3 happened, but the Cubs still won. So I didn't like that. But you,
Hey, what happened?
Aaron Morris, on your birthday, were in attendance for the game. So I want to know, one, how'd the game go, and what were your feelings now that you finally can check Wrigley Field off of your list?
I liked the stadium. I thought it was pretty cool. I liked the old-timey feel just because nowadays all stadiums are just like these gigantic behemoth, like new age stadiums. I liked the visual of the old-timey stadium. Half the seats are impossible. Like, I would not want to sit there. So that's a huge problem. Half your stadium is going to have some inconvenience to watching the game. Not great. Their information sharing at the stadium is really bad as well. There, you can only find the information in like you can only find balls and strikes in one spot in the stadium, which is that center field, the old manual scoreboard.
Correct.
That's the only place that you can see ball, strikes, and outs.
Yep.
Okay. You can only find pitch count in one spot, but it's in a different spot. You can find lineups and pitchers in one spot, but it's in a different spot. And you can find statistics on a hitter in one spot, but it's in it's just so scatterbrained. And I'm so used to American Family. They have outs and pitch counts, and they have information in multiple spots all over. So I didn't like that very much, but from where I was sitting, it was a great view. Ended up being a great game. I liked the stadium. Very cool to see it. I liked the outside, but yeah, I think it was overall a good stadium, but there's definitely things that do hold it back due to its older nature.
Did it seem like, as you were sitting, first of all, did you boo? Did you boo both sides? I did not see video.
Yeah, I did not take video.
Failure.
I know. I was distracted. I was talking to my mom probably at the time.
Blame
and
it
I was
on
like,
mom.
I know. Well, then I was waiting for Craig Counsell. They don't announce Craig Counsell. They don't announce managers.
Interesting.
They just announced the lineups and the starting pitchers.
Huh.
Then they, when the game starts, like when the Cubs are first hitting, then they announce the first and third base coach, but they never announced Craig Counsell.
That's weird.
Because I remembered at the end of the Cubs lineup, I was like, oh, I got it. So I was like, oh, I'll just boo Craig Counsell. And then they never announced.
Because I've been to other stadiums and they announced the managers.
I don't know. So I was waiting for that. There was one point I was actually there. Obviously it's majority Cubs fans, but there were a lot of Dodgers fans there. And at one point, Dodgers fans started cheering, "Let's go Dodgers." Cubs fans tried to drown it out, and they didn't.
Wow. So they got the experience that we all go through.
Yeah, there was.
When they come
but
up
there
here.
was way more. Obviously, there's way more Cubs fans than Dodgers fans. Like it wasn't. I mean, it was at least 25. 75% Cubs fans, 80% Cubs fans at least, and they couldn't drown out a "Let's go Dodgers" chant in the 8th inning, which was quite surprising and quite funny.
Interesting. Well, either way, they they still got to go home happy, which I didn't.
I called
like.
I called the second Ohtani homer like 3 batters ahead of time. When I saw that Counsell was going to bring in a righty to face him, I was like, idiot. I don't know why you're bringing in a righty to face Shohei Ohtani.
And then you decided to, after the game, you came home because they played a day game, to not make your way to AmFam.
No.
You didn't want to double up.
No. Just went home, ate some dinner, watched the game at home.
Well, that might have been for your benefit. We, yesterday, being Zabe, myself, our buddy Wolfie, and the ghost of Eric Gitter, went and did a quadfecta in one day. 4 things one day, and boy, let me tell you, it was a blast. But if you want to know how I slept, I could have slept another 8 hours for sure. We want to know, how'd you sleep out there? That's what's coming up next here on the Wisconsin Sports Wake Up Call. 414-677-1250. That's the number of the Nicolay Law Fan talking text line. We want to know, how'd you sleep last night? Could you sleep because of the Brewers? Because you were so happy for the Brewers? Are you still worried about the Cubs? Were you worried? Did you not see the news about Harrison? That keep you up. Let us know. How'd you sleep last night? What's on your mind? 414-677-1250. All that and your reaction to Hey, What Happened coming up next on the Wisconsin Sports Wake Up Call. We're live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Baseball coverage on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network is presented by Xfinity. Score the most reliable Wi-Fi. One price, 5 years guaranteed. Xfinity, imagine that. Welcome back to the Wisconsin Sports Wake-Up Call. Josh Albrecht, Aaron Morse alongside all of you on the Nicolay Law Fan Talk and Text Line 414-677-1250. And we're wondering, how'd you sleep? How'd you sleep last night out there? And also some reaction to the Hey, What Happened segment and things going out there. A bunch of people saying that, talking about the pickle juice with cramping. The 414 said the pickle juice helps with cramps because of the vinegar and salt. Apparently, vinegar and salt is a thing that helps cramping. Also, I don't know.
Also known as salt and vinegar?
I guess.
I've never heard it said vinegar and salt.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's because the vinegar helps more. I really don't know. I have no clue about it. I have heard about the bananas. Potassium, if you're cramping. I've heard that. Otherwise, it's always just go chug water. Usually that's the case. Jeff at Fox Point said, yesterday morning I was looking at my fantasy baseball team. I've been so sick of Yelly's poor performance over the last couple months. I dropped him from my team. Now look what he did last night. Of course, that happens to me. Jeff, no offense. I appreciate your sacrifice.
I would say, Jeff, no offense, that was probably a dumb move to drop Christian Yelich from your fantasy baseball team.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, but if that's what it took for him to actually start playing well.
I mean, sure, yeah.
Because no one cares about your fantasy team. It's just a way of life. Only you care about your fantasy team.
I care about Jeff's fantasy team.
That's also not true. Annie said, boo Christian Yelich. No, we're not booing Christian Yelich for sure. She also said she hopes Harrison is okay. Yeah, luckily that was just cramping. We got lucky there. As I go up, Annie also said, I'm so appreciative of our announcers for the Brewers. The announcers on ESPN last night were, we are very fortunate. We are definitely very fortunate. Obviously, I didn't hear the broadcast because I was at the game. What were your feelings on the ESPN broadcast?
I never think that the broadcasts are as bad as most fans say. I've broadcasted sports play-by-play for 7 years now, and I can tell you it's not as bad as people make it out to be. Because I guess I listen differently, so maybe but I think people are a little too critical of a national broadcast. I like listening to national broadcasts.
Well, now, the national broadcast, I think the reason why a lot of Milwaukee fans don't like national broadcasts are because national media is not used to talking positively, if at all, about the Milwaukee Brewers, Milwaukee Bucks, Milwaukee teams.
I don't need homerism on my broadcast all the time.
I don't know that it's necessarily homerism. It's just you want that knowledge of the players.
Yeah, but they want people talking good about the Brewers all the time. That's what they don't want any negative talk about the Brewers.
Sure. I get that. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm not saying that I would not prefer the Brewers broadcast. I like listening to a national broadcast just to get a different feel sometimes.
Well, and the other thing too is that we've had a few Peacock games already this year. And that's a different setup because that's where they just take one each.
Yeah.
Now, have we had a Peacock home game?
It's a great question. I don't think so.
Because I know that we've had like Vinny in the booth and we've had Tim Dillard in the booth, but they're both as like one of two color commentators. I don't know that I've seen a Peacock game with Jeff Levering or some other broadcaster that's a home broadcaster. All right. I got to tell you about how I slept, which was I could have kept sleeping. I'm feeling exhausted this morning because we did a quadfecta in one day. Here's what happened yesterday. First of all, shout out to the big wet spot, Mark Baden, WISN meteorologist to the stars, who said on the Steve Zabin Show with Josh Albrecht, he texted Zabin and said, I would still go golfing. I think the rain's going to hold off. Just bring an umbrella. Okay. Well, we did. We went golfing. We got the golf in. Golf was a lot of fun. We played so fast that we still had time. We went and bowled after golfing, then we went to Henry Flock Steakhouse, had a great meal, great time, then went to the Brewer game and enjoyed seeing the win. Quadfecta, one day, awesome. The one-day quadfecta, it was a great day, and the fact that it was capped off with a win by the Brewers, literally, and the rain stayed away. Did it rain at any point yesterday? I'm not even sure that it did. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it definitely. I definitely went through some rain.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it did, we happened to be inside. Whenever
not
that rain,
much, but a little bit.
Whenever that rain
Maybe
hit.
it just hit in very certain small pockets.
And then, on top of all of that, why there's no more time for sleeping is because today is the first day of the State Fair. The 414 says, I slept great with a Brewers win, and now State Fair today, which I'm going absolutely, let's go. Speaking of the State Fair, and it's starting today, our friends from By the Yard are giving away a $2,000 in-store credit towards your purchase of 4 custom Adirondack chairs and 2 side tables. To register to win, simply stop by the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network booth right outside of the Wisconsin State Fair Expo Center and scan the QR code. Plus, there are free fans while supplies last. So when you go to the fair, you should be able to see the shows. We'll be broadcasting at that booth right outside of the Expo Center, and you can register to win $2,000 in-store credit from By the Yard. State Fair, super pumped. Aaron, your feelings on the Wisconsin State Fair?
Only been once.
Oh, my God. All right.
That's probably like, how long ago was that? It was maybe like 15 years ago or so.
Okay.
Maybe a little longer. Longer than that. Maybe 17.
So you're essentially in the same boat as Abe. I'm going to call it never have gone to State Fair. All right, you got to.
What do you mean? I've been to the State Fair.
You went one time, and it was almost 2 decades ago.
Yeah, it was like 12 or 13.
Yeah, no, that doesn't count. Okay.
Here's the
what
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Here's what I'm gonna.
How does that not count?
I mean, it's like you went on like a technicality. Like you get to say that you went, but like,
how was it a technicality?
Because come on, the fair. There's so many. Every year, there's so many new things to try and see at the fair, and you haven't been there in almost 15 years.
That doesn't mean I didn't go.
Yeah, fine, you went. I get it. You can say you went. Print the T-shirt. All right, listen. Here's what we do in the Albrecht clan on the first day of State Fair. We try to help everyone out. On my TikTok account, I put up a video. My wife Julie. On hers, she'll put up one. And I put it across all my other socials. But they do this thing at the State Fair with all the new foods called the Sporkies. Okay? And I got to tell you about this, Aaron, because they didn't do the Sporkies 15 years ago. All right. So what it is, it's a competition, essentially, and a judging of the new foods. And then they put big spork wooden signs saying, hey, this was a finalist. This was 3rd place, 2nd place. First place, and people go to the fair and they will go, oh, this is the best food to try. I have found that is not always the case, that the Sporky finalists, the winners of the Sporkies, are not always the best foods that you should be spending your money on at the State Fair. So we go there, we try them, we give you our opinions, and then we will tell you which ones probably should have won instead of the ones that actually won. So if you're not going to the fair today and you're planning on going one of the other 10 days, you'll have that information. We'll help you out. Otherwise, if you're going there today, just keep an eye out for the Albrecht clan with Steve Zabin. He is experiencing the State Fair for the first time today I would say, in a very unique way of having to come with our family stroller with the baby and trying all the new foods and judging and everything else. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. That's kind of it. If you're not going to State Fair, or maybe even if you are and you're going to end up hanging out at one of the bars, you're also going to see football on TV tonight. Football is back. The Panthers and Cardinals are playing at 7 p.m. on NBC, the Hall of Fame game, which, why do I feel like it's been, like, did the Hall of Fame game happen last year? Did it get rained out? Something was telling me that the field conditions weren't ready or something like that. But either way, football's back. If you haven't cared about baseball for some reason and you've just been waiting for football, Now is your time. Aaron, are you excited about the Hall of Fame game?
No.
Okay. Is it just because it doesn't count, or are you just someone that doesn't get excited for
a fake pretend game?
Yeah.
Like you get fake pretend preseason. This is about as fake pretend you can get as fake pretend.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, hey,
well, it's the first preseason game.
I know,
That's
but
what it is.
I know, and that's why. Like the Packers haven't even done their family night yet, and
Right,
we've got
that's on
teams
Friday.
playing a real game, a sanctioned football game,
a real quote unquote
game. Wow, I want to see 75 guys running around the field that have no chance of making a roster. I mean, that's what people want. Like, will I tune in for a few minutes? Probably. Am I tuning in for longer than one quarter? Definitely not.
Yeah.
I'm watching the Brewers tonight. I guess it's an afternoon game,
Right,
so I
it's
could
an
watch
afternoon
it.
game.
Yeah.
That's why you could.
I could then. I don't know. Maybe I'll just
you
go
don't
to
have an
maybe I'll
excuse.
just go to sleep.
How'd you sleep? You got extra sleep because it was.
I watched
a
the
day
first
game.
5 minutes of the Hall of Fame game and I fell asleep. So I slept great.
I don't know. I feel like there are people that look forward to this.
Oh
just
no!
because
Oh,
it's-
there are.
Just
Yeah.
because it's football, man.
Oh
people
yeah, there are
love
definitely.
football.
There's people that have already put thousands of dollars of bets on this game. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm not about it. I mean, especially not when I could be at the state
Listen,
fair. Like that's
even-
taking priority.
Even Packers preseason games, I watch half of them. I don't care about preseason games.
Well, the preseason for the Packers, I'll pay more attention to because
I
I'm
don't
trying
know.
to
I
figure
don't
out
really-
who's going to be in second and third stringers halfway through the
We,
season.
we get enough football. We get enough football.
A lot of people would disagree.
I'm sure they would.
With you on that. I'll tell you what we don't get enough of are Christian Yelich highlights to play in the most electrifying sound of the day. We have not gotten anywhere near enough of those this season, but we have one of those coming up for you next in the most electrifying sound of the day here on the Wisconsin Sports Wake Up Call. We're live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook.
It's time for
The most electrifying.
Sound of the Day.
The most electrifying.
Brought to you by Best Electric. Learn more at bestelect.com. Don't stress. Connect with the best.
3-1. Yelich rips it into right field, base hit, and comes through for Milwaukee. RBI double Christian Yelich, and the Brewers strike first.
You heard the cheers there. Yelich's double, call courtesy of ESPN, is the most electrifying sound of the day, brought to you by our friends at Best Electric. Remember, no job is too big or too small for Best Electric. Don't stress. Connect with the best. Call them today or visit bestelect.com. Aaron, yeah, I mean, I understand it. It cut off there during the cheers, but, man, people were losing their mind. Everyone was so excited for Yelly to get that clutch AB. Now, I have to say, I'm not sitting here going, he's back. Everything's great. I understand. It was one game that he had 2 hits. But you got to start somewhere, right? And I feel like in a lot of these situations, we've been looking overall at the portfolio of the season for Yelich, right? And so I'm not expecting Yelich to go 3 for 4 in today's game, but maybe he gets a hit. Maybe he gets 1. You know, it's the 0 for 4 with 3 ugly strikeouts games that need to stop for Christian Yelich, right? Just a slowly kind of building back is what we're looking for, and you can't do that if you don't start somewhere. So hopefully last night was that starting point for Yelich, and he can become at the very least serviceable at the plate.
Hopefully it's not that's not the same case for Mookie Betts, because yesterday at the game he's 4 for 5, and I was like, of course, we talked yesterday about how he's not doing anything.
Yeah,
he started 4 for 4, ended the game on a little liner, but 4 for 5, and so hopefully that is like the best we'll see for Mookie Betts the rest of the year. Where Christian Yelich, 2 hits, big RBI, start the game. Hopefully that is the beginning of the return.
Yeah, and I'm curious how many people saw that last night and if that changed things for them. If that was enough, or if people are still kind of having their arms folded and going, it was one game. It was one game, it doesn't matter. I mean,
I bet you a lot of people probably in that category
are in
like,
that
yeah,
category.
Whatever. I mean,
and listen,
every blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
Right.
Every broken clock is right twice a day, right? That kind of thing.
Right. And so if that is the way they're feeling, again, I'm not going to tell them how to fan, but more importantly, it's not necessarily a wrong take, but I feel like you do got to celebrate the times when they do well if you want that to continue. It can't be I'm going to be angry when you do bad and then a curmudgeon when you do well. Celebrate, especially with it being a base hit, against Skeens. A double against Skeens. It was a good AB.
Yeah, it was a good pitch, too. Down and in, right on the corner, and he just ripped it.
Ripped it down the right field line. And I got to say, too, like, I forgot as well, just like when Yelich gets on base, stole second immediately. I was like, yeah, that's like, man, would it just be awesome to have not even MVP Yelich back, right? Just like we played earlier in the show of Vaughn saying, like, yeah, clearly, he's not putting up MVP numbers like he did back in the day. But to just get him, again, to being serviceable Christian Yelich, to where we're not having to have the debates of what do we do with this guy? We could put anyone else in. That is good for me. My expectations with this offense, I have found, are very low right now. I am asking for minimums from this offense. I'm not asking for the offense that the Cubs have been putting up, that the Brewers do that. I'm saying, all right, let's start getting more base hits. A power once in a while would be nice, which is why I was a big fan of the way they played baseball last night. We still saw a home run. We saw Contreras go yard. A lot of hard hit balls. Churio had a few that should have been there. I feel like Churio's been like close a lot. in the last couple of weeks.
The Brewers overall, I think, have been close. That Angels series, they were just ripping balls all over the field, and they were just all outs. I think was it Monday's game against the Pirates where they had 7 balls that had an exit velocity of 100 or higher, and all of them were outs?
Yep.
The chances of that have got to be extremely minuscule. So it's not like all of their at-bats have been poor as well. They're getting a little bit of some bad luck here recently as well.
And yet, through that, they're still the best team in baseball with 71 wins. Which
by 2.5 games.
By 2.5 games because the Dodgers are falling apart. I got to say that is the quintessential story of the season, is it not? When you think about this season in comparison to last, it's, okay, last year we didn't expect this team to be able to win the way they did, and it was fun watching them do that. This year I feel like it's been a little bit more frustrating watching the games game in and game out, but they're winning. They're still finding ways to win.
Doesn't feel like a better team than last year.
Right. But
just the feel.
But they're up 2.5 games.
Yeah.
Right now, with the best record in Major League
Baseball. And have
Baseball.
A chance to break the franchise record for wins again if they keep this up.
Yep. Which they'd need to.
Yeah.
To get
right.
there. Yeah, they'd have to have a hell of an
Can you
August
imagine
and
if
September.
The team just randomly wins 100 games.
I mean, let me tell you, if they did, they're definitely coming in as the hottest team in baseball. They would have
they
to
would
do
be
that.
the number 1 seed, I think.
Oh,
I don't know if anyone's getting to 100 again this year.
No. The only teams that really had the shot were the Dodgers and the Brewers, and then the Dodgers have lost 6 straight because they need to get back into that 3 spot where it worked magically for them last year. God, I hate the Dodgers and the Cubs, both of them. Is that series done? Do they have one more?
It's done.
They're done.
Yeah,
Good.
Cubs swept them.
Good. And I don't like that, but I would like the opportunity for both of those teams to lose, which couldn't happen when they were facing each other. All right. When we come back, hour 2 of the program is going to feature Mitch Thunder Nellis. We have not had a guest be available in the 7 o'clock hour so far this week. Usually it's Tim Allen on Monday. We got Rami on Tuesday. We've had Charlie Houston on Would You Rather Wednesday. All 3 of them had prior engagements, things that they could not join us this week. Actually, had a few people tweeting at me and saying, hey, what happened to having the other guys come in the 7 o'clock hour? Thunder said, I got you. I'll be on. I'll join you guys on a
5 points
Thursday.
for Thunder.
Yep, 5 points right off the bat for Mitch Thunder Nellis. He's coming up next when we come back on the Wisconsin Sports Wake Up Call, live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook.
Good morning. This is your wake up call.
Time to wake up, Wisconsin.
Wake me up! All right, rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty. Come on, hop, hop, hop.
This is the Wisconsin Sports Wake Up Call on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. Here's your host, Josh Albrecht.
3-1. Yelich rips it into right field, base hit, and comes through for Milwaukee. RBI double Christian Yelich, and the Brewers strike first. Broken bat roller, but it's into right field, base hit, Andrew Vaughn. Contreras scores. Yelich right behind him, the throw's not in time. 3-0 Brewers.
Sweet. Uh-oh.
William Contreras watches, left field. Gone! 4-0 Brewers. Trevor McGill's 3-2. Got him! With 100 to win it. McGill gets his strikeout in the end, and the Brewers win again. The best record in baseball is now 71-43 here in Milwaukee.
Woo! Let's go! You got to enjoy that. You got to enjoy the fact that that exists, that is reality. The Milwaukee Brewers are the best team in baseball on August 6th, 2026. And it's not even by half a game. What is it, 2.5?
2.5.
2.5 games. Love that. Love that a lot. Love that you guys are with us on a Be Better Thursday here on the Wisconsin Sports Wake Up Call. I'm Josh Albrecht. Aaron Morris alongside, and in the 7 o'clock hour, doing what many others couldn't do this week, Mitch Thunder Nellis is joining the show. Good morning, Mitch. How are you?
Good morning, guys. How's it going?
Fantastic.
Well.
Fantastic. I think literally the only thing that could make it better would be if the Cubs also lost, but there are people out there that weren't even mad that the Cubs won because their focus was more on holding the first place, position overall over the Dodgers. So seeing the Dodgers continue to lose had some Brewers fans happier than if they would have beat the Cubs.
All right, so I don't want to put a damper on any parades yet, but are you now worried about the Boston, Milwaukee, Atlanta Braves?
No.
Because
No.
They are the second place team. They've won 7 in a row, 6 in a row, something.
They're the fifth best team in the National League.
Who's the best team in the National League?
Brewers, Dodgers, Cubs, and Phillies are all better than the Braves.
If we're doing rankings like that, I assume the Dodgers are the best team in the National League.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
I think my brain, Mitch, doesn't have room right now to also worry about the Braves. As it is, I'm not with everyone else. I wanted the Dodgers to win. My focus right now is on the Cubs.
Yeah.
I would like to have a much bigger cushion in the NL Central than we do with the Chicago Cubs, who are feeling it right now. PCA, as much as we don't like him, is playing out of his mind.
Hate him
right now. And the Cubs in general, they're still 5.5 back, even with the wins that the Brewers have put together, even with the Brewers being the best team in baseball. They still only have a 5.5 game lead on the Chicago Cubs, who did make all those moves, who did get better after the trade deadline, or I should say before the trade deadline. And now I'm sitting here and I'm like, that's where my focus is. My focus is on the Chicago Cubs, not on the Braves, not on the Dodgers. And here's the thing. I think that everyone else's focus should be on the Cubs, because I think that if your focus is on the Cubs, you're going to like the results if your focus was on the Dodgers too. I think that if the Brewers can build a big enough cushion against the Cubs, it probably means that they have a decent-sized cushion for that top spot in the National League as well.
that should be the case. The Cubs right now, the 5th best record in all of Major League Baseball. Like you said, only 5.5 games behind the Brewers. That is not I mean, it's a little bit of a cushion. I'm not going to say it's no cushion, but it's not like you're up double digits. And in most other divisions, the Brewers would be up double digits. Like, the Cubs are the best. The Cubs are the best second place team in all of Major League Baseball, and they're not going away. And that's the thing I think that Brewers fans need to be aware of this year. The Cubs aren't going anywhere, so the Brewers need to keep brewing because the Cubs are going to keep cubbing.
Yeah, the Cubs have 66 wins. That's 5 better than the Phillies and 5 better than the Diamondbacks, who are both in second place in their divisions.
I don't know if it's been quietly, but I feel a little underrated that the Cubs have been a pretty darn good baseball team, like they were last year. And like, if I was a Cubs fan, I would probably be extremely frustrated that we weren't winning the division, because they would also be comfortably winning most other divisions if the Brewers weren't in their own. Like, the Cubs have been really good, actually. Like,
they wouldn't be winning any other division in the National League, but they'd be closer, right? I mean, the Braves and the Dodgers both are.
Like, they would be
right, but they're still really good.
Yeah,
correct.
They would feel a lot more comfortable in a lot of the other divisions than they probably do in the Central right now.
And I, if I'm Cubs fan, I'm looking at it like, hey, we can play with the Brewers and the Dodgers and the Braves. Like, nobody scares us. And I think sometimes you see some of these second place teams. Like, I think the Diamondbacks are probably, like, they might say whatever they want, but the Diamondbacks aren't beating anybody. Like, they're scared. Like, they're not, even though they're in second place. Like, they're a scared team. Every second place team. Right. The AL Central, the AL West, everybody's scared there. Like, those divisions suck. But the Cubs aren't scared of anybody, and they shouldn't be. And I and that's why I say, like, we had it. Listen, run it back. Jey Uso, run it back like last year. I'll take Cubs at Brewers in a 5-game series. And yeah, it's going to tear all our hearts out and give us all the palpitations. And Josh is going to need triple bypass, and that's fine because I'll need quadruple bypass. But I'll take that again. I love having keep home field, but don't overlook the Cubs. They are a legitimate team. Josh, let's stop burying the lead. How's Green Bay, dude? What was the best thing you ate?
In Green Bay, Wisconsin?
Just like over the past few days while you've been like living your best life with Steven.
I was going to say, you got to ask me what the best thing I ate was tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because today starts the State Fair.
I know. Are you coming to visit me?
I was going to say, are you doing the show? Is the Mason Crosby show with Mitch Thunder and Ellis live from the Wisconsin State Fair?
Yes, we are out there live. We are presented by the Yard. There's going to be a $2,000 certificate that's up for grabs for like 4 Adirondack chairs. Do you guys do you Josh, are you an Adirondack guy?
If I can be.
Yeah, that's fair.
If I have one. If
like
I see one available.
By the Yard, don't be listening right now. I have a couple of the cheapies from the plastic ones. We have 2 in our front. But I would love a couple of real Adirondacks. So I might have to hit up By the Yard. Purple.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Of course for you, they're purple.
Yeah. They're pretty expensive though.
Right, that's why getting a $2,000
that's
certificate is
right.
The booth today.
They're nice, but me personally would never buy them. So I'm like, I'm not spending that much on a chair.
Don't say never. I mean, one day when you're rich and you're hosting like the Aaron Morse National Sports Radio Show on CBS, ESPN, Westwood, Donkey Network. Yeah, right. When it's all when we're all one AI Overlord, the Aaron Moore Show on the AI Overlord Network, dude. You're gonna have like 9 Adirondacks, and you're just gonna laugh.
Yeah, the only time I buy, I think if I went over and I got this nice $2,000 credit.
Yeah. So come visit me, noon to 2, Sparky 2 to 5.
So as far as food, all thoughts with food are on.
That's fair.
Tomorrow, although we had a quadfecta yesterday.
Yeah. My invite's still coming in the inbox, right?
Yeah, no, it's there. Did you check your spam? I don't know. Maybe you didn't check your spam.
I'm not happy with you, Josh.
You are well aware of Steve Zabin weeks. The man, when he is here,
I'm not.
He goes. Just it's 24/7.
All right, so I'm not happy with him then.
That's right. I
All
will
right.
immediately.
I'll
throw
call
you
him
in
out
the
at the end
call.
of the show.
Good. He is going to State Fair, by the way, for the first time.
Wait, he's still here?
Yes,
He didn't leave?
Today he is going to State Fair. The Wisconsin.
Does
State Fair
anyone know he's here?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. But he's coming with the Albrecht clan.
Will you make it by 2? No. Just say no. You didn't make it by 2 once last year, so just say no.
That's not true.
What's
all right, you did once.
Says when you ask him a question and
it's a great question.
Yeah.
That's what Zave says.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah.
It's a great question.
Thanks.
No, just stick around. You're going to go to the State Fair and then leave as soon as you're done working?
Today, yes. Not every day.
Wow.
Hold on.
That's a terrible take.
Well, I mean, listen, I got there's family stuff.
Adulting and
Hold
children.
on. You know what?
Yeah.
Today I might be able to hang.
Good.
But I'm not hanging by myself for an hour waiting for you.
What are you talking about?
And then saying hi and then leaving.
To do. Oh, no. Again, no. There are going to be plenty of people. For an hour, people listening on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network, if you're going to the Wisconsin State Fair, make sure to go hang out with Mitch Thunder and Ellis from noon to 2, and then also from 2 to 3 until we get there.
Thank you.
Do both. But very much looking forward to that. We had a great day yesterday. Listen, we went golfing. We went bowling. We went to Henry Flock Steakhouse. We had a good meal. And then we went to the Brewer game, and we saw a big win. And, Mitch, let me tell you, with Christian Yelich getting that, first of all, people were cheering Yelich.
Of course they were. Of course they were.
They listened to Murph.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't. Murph had nothing to do with it. Milwaukee fans are smart enough. They didn't need Murph. We are smart enough as Brewers fans that we know when we want to lift a guy up. Listen, when Joey Ortiz is hitting 150 and we give him a standing ovation to try to get him better, that's what we're doing. Murph has nothing to do with it. Murph, stop telling me how to fan.
Okay, all fair, but he did say something, and then that's exactly what happened. Okay, that
I agree with that.
And everyone, and then of course he had the check swing out, and it was like, but it was still like a good at bat, and people were still staying behind him. And then, dude, I'm telling you, when he had that RBI double, the roof blew off the place. Everyone was losing their mind. I was like, this has got to be the loudest pop for a double I've heard in a very long
I'm
time.
sure.
People were so excited for him. So my question in regards to Yelich has been, where does this put you in regards to Yelich? Are you still there with your arms crossed going, yeah, it was once, who cares, he still sucks? Or are you saying, hey, everyone that turns it around has to start somewhere. This could have been the start for Christian Yelich.
No, I'm still skeptical on Yelich. He's got to do it for a couple days. He's got to do it for a week. But when he does it, I love it. Like when Joey gets a hit, when David Hamilton gets a hit, I love it. That doesn't mean I trust that they're going to be good. And that's the category Yelich is in right now. Like, I know Murph made fun of it yesterday by saying, who am I going to put in? Joey? Like, Joey knows his role, and Joey's great. And I'm not making fun of Joey, but that's not who we need Christian Yelich to be. No, it's not. And I don't think Christian Yelich is who we need him to be yet. I'd love if he gets there. If we find out it's bigger injury situation than we thought. I know Sparky's ranting and raving. Like, how could this be the same guy who did what he did last year doing this? Yeah, and like, listen, Father Time's undefeated. Injuries are undefeated. But no, I'm not like, oh, he had one good day. Now, I love that he pulled that ball because everything he's been hitting has been to left field. And the fact that he actually got around on a baseball means maybe he's not 74 years old. Maybe he's only 34. So I did it like that. But I'm not all in like, oh, he's fine. He just needed, maybe there's less pressure batting seventh. Maybe he can get out of his head a little bit. But I'm totally like, yeah, I'm still skeptical.
You just said he's not who the Brewers need him to be.
Mm.
What define that? What do the Brewers need him to be?
Yeah, for the Brewers to win in the playoffs, they need Christian Yelich to be the anti-Christian Yelich. Like in the playoffs,
what is that?
Like someone who is a 300 hitter who hits 29 home runs in a regular season. We just need that type of production from him in the playoffs. And if the Brewers don't get it, frankly, the Brewers, without everyone else getting hot, are going to be in trouble in the playoffs. And I know. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, someone with competitive at bats. right?
Yes.
Not swinging at junk or looking at fastball.
Mm-hmm.
Like to have competitive at bats, if he's doing that, he's not swinging at those pitches, which means he's walking more.
Swing at strikes.
And that means he's hitting the strikes that are balls that he should punish. Those are going to just naturally turn into production. You're not asking for him to be MVP Yelich. You're just asking to be competitive,
good at bats.
the plate, and just based on how good he is, and if he's competitive, naturally that will be productive enough for this Brewers team. Right?
Yeah, I think you nailed it, Aaron. That was the big thing I was looking for in that series against the Dodgers last year, was just good at bats, which weren't happening. It was 3 or 4 pitch strikeouts. And I'm sitting here, I'm going, what are we doing? At the very least, get that pitch count up. And we saw that. You know who had that type of game yesterday? Luis Lara. He had an 8-pitch walk, and he had a 7-8-pitch strikeout.
I know. I did that strikeout though. That strikeout was such a rookie strikeout though, because he had just gotten one thrown up at his head that made it 3-2, and you got a runner on third with less than 2 outs. I know you got fooled on that pitch, but man, you got to foul. You got to find a way to stay alive there. You got to find a way to put that ball in play. Even if you ground out and you don't get the run home, you can't go down looking 3-2 with a man on third with less than 2 outs.
Yeah, but that statement alone can be said so many times about so many players on this team throughout the season. You can't go down looking with a guy on third.
I know, you're right.
Opportunity for Luis Lara, who's a rookie, who's only been up in the majors for a couple months?
Not even, yeah.
And for him to have, if you're going to go over at the plate and not get a hit, that's a damn good day, in my opinion. He saw 25 pitches or 20-some pitches by himself.
That's the Brewers way, right? That's
a way to still contribute to this team, even if you're not the one getting the hits. So
that's why we traded Arias. That's why we traded Arias and Ragsdale, right? Because Lara has proven he can play Major League Baseball.
Yes. Although a lot of people were still upset.
We can still be mad about it, but Lara can play Major League Baseball. And again, I'm picking on him for that at bat because I want him to stay alive. But he's still young. He's still figuring it out. And I trust that his future is bright because he can play baseball.
Yes. Now, the big thing is that you look at him and Cooper Pratt as part of this team too. And I remember saying when both of these guys came up that any time that they are in the lineup and the Brewers win, it is a great game for them because they just need reps. They need at-bats at the major league level. If we're expecting them to be worth anything in the postseason, everything gets amplified in the postseason. The idea that you're going to have Lara or Pratt be the heroes of the postseason is slim. Have them they are super fresh, very, very fresh and new going into postseason baseball.
Yeah,
so
you say that, Josh?
As much time as you can.
Josh, I'm going to say right now, August 6th, I'm going to say right now, Pratt's going to have a moment in the postseason. I don't know what it's going to be, but Pratt's going to have a big hit, or he's going to have a diving double play. Pratt is going to have a postseason. I don't know if Lara is going to, and I don't know what the deal is going to be with Frelick and what they're going to do and how that's all going to work itself out. But Pratt is going to have a coming of age moment where he comes through with a big 8th inning hit or a big defensive play that wows everybody. Pratt's going to have a postseason moment. I'm calling it right now.
God, I so hope you're right. That would be
No, I'm right. I'm right. You can write it down.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Write it down.
Aaron wrote it down.
How'd you shoot yesterday, by the way?
I got a 4. I shot a 4.
Nice.
So not bad.
Yeah.
Was it on a par 1 mini golf?
No. Oh, you don't. So my scoring system is based on my scoring system in golf is based on the amount of balls you leave or lose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it not amount of beers you drink.
No. So if you're hitting shots that the ball is findable,
you're good.
You're doing okay. I think my actual score was a 103.
Who cares?
For 18.
What did Zabe shoot?
Not terrible for me. I have no idea. But more importantly, only 4 balls lost. Not bad. I'll take that. That was a good day.
Nice.
Yeah. It was a good day, but I could have been better. A lot of people could have been better. It's a Be Better Thursday.
Oh, I've got a great one.
We want to know who you think needs to be better out there in the world of sports and beyond. Get your Be Betters in on the Nicolay Law Fan Talk and text line 414-677-1250. Be Better, brought to you by the Better Business Bureau, is coming up next here on the Wisconsin Sports Wake Up Call. We are live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook.
It's time to answer the question, who needs to be better? Is it a team?
I need to be better for our team.
A coach?
I got to be better as a coach.
A player?
I got to be better. We got to be better. Just facts.
Let us know who you think has to be better. Brought to you by the Better Business Bureau. Show people your business is better. Get BBB accredited with the Better Business Bureau at bbb.org.
That's right. It's time to answer the question, who needs to be better out there in the world of sports and beyond? We want to know who needs to be better. Brought to you by the Better Business Bureau. 90% of consumers recognize and trust the BBB accreditation seal or logo.
Come on, Julie.
As a better business, get BBB accredited. Learn more at bbb.org. This is the Wisconsin Sports Wake-Up Call. Josh Albrecht, Aaron Morris, and Mitch Thunder-Nellis alongside on a Be Better Thursday. Get your Be Betters in on the Nicolay Law Fan Talking text line, 414-677-1250. All right, you were really excited, Aaron. You had a Be Better that you were like, I got to get to this one. So I'm going to let you start us off. What is your Be Better?
So I went to Wrigley yesterday.
Yes, you did. You're right, and you need to be better.
Oh, you saw the home run derby between the two MVP candidates.
Yeah. I want to know, actually, before I get to it, how many times that leadoff hitters were both designated hitters, both hit leadoff home runs, were 2 homers in the game, and were both 3 for 5.
I mean, this has got to be the only time in Major League. You saw history yesterday.
And hitting left-handed. Both hitting left-handed.
That's the beautiful thing about baseball, Aaron, is that any given day, you will see something that's never been done before in a game that has existed for 70 billion years.
That's an accurate time.
All right. So
you're an accurate time.
We don't like Cubs fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
For a variety of reasons.
Yes,
Fair.
That's correct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't put my finger on what exactly bugged me the most about them until yesterday. I was like, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Cubs fans need to be better with not being so performative. They are a performative fan base. Like, over the top. They just need to show how great of a fan they are. Oh, look at me stand up and clap as the bullpen walks to as the pitchers walk to the bullpen. Oh, they all stand up and they just cheer. Yeah, you're so great. It just, I don't know, it bugs me. Like, just
that's the thing that bugs you.
Yeah. Or here's another.
Okay. Don't tell him how to fan.
No, I'm not. I'm interested. I'm
There's
surprised.
a guy a few seats to the right of me. So Pete Crow had 2 homers at this point. He came up. And the guy, like, we're not close to home plate, so it's not like he can see him.
Okay.
Like, he's stands up, takes his hat off, and, like, tips his hat to Pete Crow Armstrong.
Giving him his flowers.
It's this guy.
Why?
Because he loves him.
Because he hit 2 homers?
Yeah. He loves him.
Exactly why.
So he's going to stand up and tip his cap so everyone around can see
Dude,
him.
if Yelly hit 2 home runs last night, guys are tipping their cap to Yelly. Come on.
Nah.
Tipping caps, we would have been taking the field.
I'm standing up and I'm standing up.
I would have been Stone Cold Steve Austining, like pouring beers over my head.
Correct.
They just need to show each other how great of fans they are.
And I'll give you that. That's fair.
It sounds like you experienced a St. Louis Cardinals home team game.
Oh, you think
Wrigley
Cardinals
Field.
fans are performing?
Oh,
well, they're the ones who we're the smartest fans in baseball. Look at us. We're so smart. Shut up, St. Louis.
Categories. I think those are different categories.
They are.
I don't know if Cubs fans would say they're the smartest fans, but they definitely think like they're so cool. Like, ooh, look at me.
I don't know. I mean, you experienced it.
All right.
Mitch, what about you?
So I have a great transition from Aaron's performative take. I want every Major League Baseball pitcher to be better after 29-year-old Jeffrey Yan debuts last night for the New York Mets, strikes out his first strikeout, and he does, if you haven't seen him, he jumps up and down and he does the splits and he celebrates. Maybe Abner Uribe doesn't need to be better because he also does a great job performing. But Jeffrey Yan and the excitement and childlike enthusiasm he has for playing Major League Baseball, I want every other Major League Baseball player to be better.
That's so you want more of the theatrics.
Yes.
More celebration.
I want more.
How high do you think he got?
He had a vertical and a half. He got
Yeah,
up there.
I mean, is it crazy to say he was at least 2 feet in the air?
He's dunking a basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 feet too high? Is that an exaggeration?
He could be. Well, because part of it is he lifts his legs so high that there's so much space there.
Right. Yeah, I saw him in the minor. Like someone posted it the other day. Like this guy's going to be with the Mets soon. And I
Good
was
for
like,
him, man.
Damn.
Good for him.
Sick. Yeah.
I'll tip my cap to that guy.
Okay. There you go. There you go.
There you go. There's a fair.
Yeah.
You're a Brewers fan though, so performatism is okay.
Yeah, then it's okay. When it's us, it's
I'm
okay.
also a WWE fan, so let's keep things in perspective.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah, you
So
like
you're-
the performative nature.
You're there for the
human
yes.
being. Yeah.
Yes.
Josh,
Guys, I need to be better. I have an announcement to make.
come on, Julie.
No, she knows. We are not going to be at the state fair every day this year.
What? This is your thing.
I know. This year it's not our thing. We had a opportunity that we had to take advantage of to go to California.
Boring.
That overlapped a little bit. So we are only going to the first 4 days of the Wisconsin State Fair.
Josh,
lost your humanity.
Have
you guys lost your humanity?
What is?
Are you going to Disneyland?
Dave's asking if you've lost your
Oh my
humanity.
gosh.
You're not going to the
just-
state fair
I
every day.
just freaked out, Aaron. I was like, where is that coming from?
Why is Zabe on the air?
What is happening?
Are you going to
your humanity?
Maybe.
Are you going to
Yes, we're
Disneyland?
going to Disneyland. Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Oh my God.
We're going to Disneyland, and there is a convention that is Disney specific that we got an opportunity to go to that is taking place at the same time.
Is there
So
a Disney Roosevelt mashup?
yes, but usually that's a part of it, but that's a slim part of everything else that's going on. So
do you have an NDA?
No.
Oh.
No, but
it
it
seems
was just,
like you're very secretive.
it's
about
just
this.
a little bit of an influencer-esque, I guess, type of opportunity.
Okay.
that
Are you
was
still
there.
going to do the show?
No. I'm off. I'm off from the show, which many people will enjoy.
I'm
So,
sad.
You're probably one of the only ones.
Fair.
But I need to be better. It's a state fair. It's a state fair. I feel terrible that we're only gonna be at the state fair for 4 days.
One more
which
for
to a
good
lot
measure.
of people is still
You guys
crazy.
lost your humanity.
Yeah, and now I have a follow-up be better of Aaron Morris needs to be better.
Ooh.
And I had no idea what was happening. Steve Zabin is in the building. I was like, did you somehow get him in? Is he listening somehow? I literally almost crapped my pants on the air.
Do I have to come in?
Just pulling some audio, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's a great. I could just pull that."
Do I have to come in to see Zabe?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, you do.
So at 8 o'clock, I have to turn off my computer, get in my car, and come into your show, regardless of where it is, and give him a hug mid-segment.
You mean like Mitch Thundernellis always does?
Right, exactly.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly
That's a day that ends with Y.
need to do. Okay, let me go to the Nicolay Law fan talking text line here. 414-677-1250. Get some of these in.
There's some good ones.
Let's start with Scotty Tiffany, who said, Aaron, you got to be better for having higher expectations for self-entitled Cub fans. Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
I would say
thoughts
the
on that?
Cardinals are more self-entitled.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
are, but
Cardinals fans self-entitled.
they all. Did you see Andy in Brookfield? I like that one.
Yeah,
Be
I'm gonna
be-
read that one next.
Yeah, I was going to say, be better. Who invites you to a Brewer game 20 minutes before first pitch? They need to be better. Come on, man. I need at least an hour. I like what now this depends on where you live, where you're coming from, all the above. But don't invite somebody to a game 20 minutes before game time.
So he's talking about me. That's why he said this.
Oh, well, you suck.
So here's what happened. We ended up having extra tickets not near us to the game.
My phone is right here. No texts, no alerts.
You were busy yesterday.
I was busy yesterday.
You were busy yesterday.
I'm leaving the stream right now. I'm leaving the studio.
I was trying to figure out, oh my God, okay, well, like they wouldn't even be sitting with us, but maybe, and I thought Andy has a family.
Thunder has a family.
Dave, they got tickets. Maybe they could, and so I threw it out there.
Can I put the middle finger up on the stream?
Don't know. I'd prefer if you didn't. Of kindness to show out, of just an opportunity for him to go, and of course he throws it back in my face. So here's what I learned. I learned next time, just be better. Don't even ask. Don't even try to be the nice guy.
That is correct.
Gosh, I'm on your side here. You're just trying to do a nice thing.
Thank you, Aaron.
You had extra tickets. You're just wondering if the dude wanted to go to the game.
Why didn't you know earlier you had extra tickets?
We had tickets, and then we found out we had extra tickets. That
20 minutes before the game?
No.
Liar.
Maybe an hour-ish.
That's all he needed. That's what he said. Give me an hour.
20 minutes is plenty of time.
If we're going to put this all out there, first of all, it was not my position to offer the tickets first. And Andy was not the first person that was asked.
Yeah, Thunder wasn't even asked.
Andy feel great.
Right. Well,
Thunder wasn't even asked.
If Andy's gonna throw a fit because I didn't give him enough time.
20 minutes.
You probably asked Armin if he wanted to go.
No,
20 minutes is enough time. Put a jersey on, put some jeans or shorts on, drive to the game.
I didn't ask anyone I used to work with. I didn't ask Armin. I didn't ask any of them. Anyway, just keep on it on. It's fine. I got to be better. I don't care.
Yeah, you do.
Some people asked if. Actually, I like this one from Rhino. Rhino said, "My digestive system needs to be better. I low-key would not even know if I had the diarrhea virus."
Oh, you might. It's some bad lettuce.
You might actually have it.
Right. Yeah. Are we? Josh, I mean, you don't eat lettuce anyway. Aaron, I assume you don't eat lettuce.
What does that mean?
I eat lettuce.
You guys eat lettuce?
You absolutely. I'm having salads every day, bro.
So are you guys off lettuce right now?
No.
Even like two people in Michigan just died. Yeah. You don't want to die, do you?
It's like I've been 0.5% chance that I die.
I've been eating the greens, baby.
All right.
Need them.
I had some purple slaw last night because I wasn't invited to a baseball game, so I had some purple slaw instead.
Are you feeling salty about that by any chance?
I mean, do you poop out of your tush? Yes.
I know. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
All right. We want more of your Be Betters on a Be Better Thursday. Mitch Thunder Nellis is in his feels because he was not a part of the quadfecta that took place yesterday. Come in and get mad at Zabe and say it to Zabe's face.
Oh, like I won't? Like I won't. You don't think I'll say it to Zabe's face?
And Constant 2302 on the Growth Law video YouTube stream just commented and said, "Salty Thunder, good content." I don't know. All these flavors, Thunder, and you choose to be salty.
I know. I like this one. Josh in a van. I need to be better. Start time for work is 7. I woke up at 6:41 this morning. Oops.
Jacob in a van. Not Josh in a van. Jacob. Didn't name right. You got to be better. He's got to be better. We all got to be better. Who do you think needs to be better? Let us know. Nick Law, Fan Talking Text Line, 414-677-1250. We'll get to more of your Be Betters when we get back on the Wisconsin Sports Wake Up Call. We're live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. The Wisconsin Sports Radio Network is proudly outfitted by Burghardt Sporting Goods, our official apparel partner. Outfit your team or company with custom apparel today at BSG1881.com. Mitch, are you excited to get your gear, your new gear from Burghardt's?
I am excited to get my new gear. Yes, absolutely.
What did you go with?
A couple polos, I think maybe 1/4 zip. And I did not get a sweatshirt. I have enough sweatshirts. Yeah.
I wonder if there's a chance that we can see that polo at the State Fair today.
Today?
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe pull some strings, get that for you, so people you can show it off.
if someone from Burghardt wants to bring my polo to the station or to I mean, I don't have it yet, but
Nope, you're going to come into work without a shirt and pray that there's one here for you to wear to the remote.
Challenge accepted. Today. I'm showing up topless. Pulls out, baby.
Now we really need it. Can you imagine if you don't have the shirt at State Fair? People are just walking past you.
I wouldn't be the only one.
That's true. Plenty of people walking around the State Fair with that type of confidence.
How many milks am I going to drink, Josh, today? How many milks?
Ooh, I'm going to say 3.
Ooh, I'll take the over. It depends.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it depends what the because they sometimes have specialty ones besides just the normal. Like they'll have. I won't get. I mean, chocolate. I think they have strawberry. I don't know what. Like last year, they had like cherry chocolate or something.
Yeah, they got rid of just like the basic strawberry chocolate root beer and
right.
whatever. Now all the flavors are changing. Like none of them are your basics. There was. Like,
I'm excited to see what they have. There'll definitely be one I think is disgusting, and there'll definitely be one I think is amazing. Root beer's top notch. I love the root beer milk.
I hope it's still there for you.
Same.
You never know. I'll also be trying the milks today.
Yeah, I feel like that's opening day. Opening day, State Fair. You try the milks, right?
Well, we do that, and then Julie and I also we try all the Sporkies to tell people before they go and spend their money on the Sporkies if it's worth it or not.
I can't do all the Sporkies in one day though. Like that's too. Like I mean, I'll get a Sporky today.
Only 3.
Really?
Yeah, there's only 3rd, 2nd, and 1st as far as the winners.
Okay, I'll definitely get one of them.
Finalists.
Yeah,
but I think there were 8 total finalists. But
maybe I'll get the last year
them all by yourself.
No, you're right. Yeah, it's just I mean I'm with the promo team, so maybe they'll help me out.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
of course but it's a promo team.
What was last year's the ube something? Right? Wasn't last year the ube pancake or something? The ube waffle.
Ube waffle sounds.
Maybe I'll get that this year because I never got one last year because the line was always too long. So maybe I'll do that this year, and maybe that's my thing. Always getting last year's Sporky. I don't know.
That's an interesting thought. Getting it the next year.
Shorter lines.
I don't know. See, we just live for the excitement of the new.
I know you do.
And then we can always go back and get your favorites, right? There are people that always get their slice of pickle pizza.
Right. I do that. I always get a slice of pickle pizza. I used to get, I talked about this on the show yesterday. I loved Thanksgiving dinner in a burrito. They don't have it anymore, I don't think.
Oh, no. Yeah.
But it was like turkey and gravy and stuffing and mashed potatoes. All all in a burrito. Oh, unbelievable.
We could do a whole show on
this. I'd probably
eat
a lot of those.
Yeah, you would, Morrissey.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Do you know that Aaron Morris hasn't been to the Wisconsin State Fair in 15 years, and he's only 29?
Yeah, I believe that.
So you've essentially never gone to the State Fair. He's like, no, I have.
No, I did go when I was much younger, but I don't remember him.
Right, he was busy playing baseball. He was playing baseball.
At one that I remember.
Yeah.
I don't really care for fairs. I don't know. It's not my
food. I don't like food.
Yeah, I don't like
or people
or having fun.
I can eat food at my house.
That sounds.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's not even close. All of us having fun at the State Fair, and then meanwhile at home, Aaron Morris.
I've never had. I've never had the itch to go to the State Fair.
Live action video, breaking news. Here's Aaron Morris at home eating his food.
Yeah. Which is what? What's it? What would that
Cheetos?
food even be?
Depends what's at the house. I don't know. I mean,
What's
You
at the
don't even know.
house?
You don't even know what's
right,
at the
like
house.
you're saying today?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah. Instead of going to the state fair on the opening day of state fair,
I don't know what. Maybe some leftover pizza.
Sweet.
Probably some sort of maybe like a. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what my grandpa wants to eat for dinner. Maybe like pork chops or something. Pork chops. Oh, maybe some spaghetti.
Oh,
with some
sure.
meat sauce.
Just some spaghetti.
Yeah.
Just a random amount.
yeah, some random spaghetti on the
Some.
couch by yourself.
Some forkful of spaghetti.
See,
Nice.
while you could instead go to the state fair and hang out with Mitch Thundernells. You
could.
That's right.
I
I'll
could.
be there.
You
Noon
could
to
do
2,
that.
baby.
And then Steve Sparky Pfeiffer, right, is also going to be
Yep.
there.
Yeah, he'll actually be there today, 2 to 6:30.
Ooh.
If either of you want to come back to the station from 5 to 6:30 tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Sorry.
I
Yeah.
was going to say, I don't think that's today.
No, that's tomorrow. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. But either way, you can see Sparky as well. We'll see if Sparky will go shirtless.
Oh,
And-
Sparky's never wearing a shirt. Yeah.
Can you imagine Sparky broadcasting from the Wisconsin State Fair without a shirt on? I promise you right now, I can feel the people eating their breakfast right now going, and
Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm trying to think, like what, like $1,000 to Make-A-Wish? If we could raise $1,000 to Make-A-Wish right in the next 8 minutes, I'll do it with no shirt today.
Do the whole show.
Can I say that? Nah, one
I don't know
segment.
that you can.
Nah.
I
Don't.
don't know
yeah.
legally if you can.
I probably can.
If you come bring a legit check, a big check, to Mitch
Yeah.
Thundernellis at the State Fair today, he will take his shirt off and continue doing the show.
10 people, $100 a piece. Raise $1,000 for Make-A-Wish. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, that's great. Yes. Go see Mitch and Sparky both at the State Fair broadcasting live. I will be there with Steve Zabin and the family for day one. We will be trying the Sporkies and everything else, having a great time. We will, of course, also stop by and say hello at the booth. Thank you very much, Mitch, for joining us today on the show. We appreciate it. You were the only one that could make it this week that hit their spot. So
I guess
proud
I
of you.
won.
Thank you for being
Where
here.
is
You
everybody?
won.
Losers.
People had things. Everyone had
Losers.
things
Stuff
this week. Yeah, everyone had.
Do your job. Do your job. What's wrong with people?
Yes, we appreciate it. Thank
Be
you.
better.
We will see you at the Wisconsin State Fair. All
Let's
right,
go.
and we will see the rest of you on the Steve Zabin Show with Josh Albrecht coming up next. This has been the Wisconsin Sports Wake Up Call, live from the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook. We'll do it again tomorrow because, Aaron, do you know why?
No, I
We're
don't.
not done yet.
Oh.